CI Kitchen is brought to you by Harvest Market.
Well, it is the summer staple that people seem to go crazy over this time of year. And I'm hanging out with Emily Dupuy, the registered dietitian here at Harvest Market. So we're in your kitchen today.
We're in my kitchen. Welcome.
Okay, and people seem to go nuts over sweet corn at this time of year.
There's nothing like Illinois sweet corn. Seriously. And we have the best at Harvest Market, so we're going to make a sweet corn hummus.
Yum. Okay, before we get into the hummus, let's talk all things people need to know about sweet corn from the time they get it to the time they get it home.
Yes. So when you're picking out sweet corn, really, you want it to be heavy for its size. And that's a really good rule of thumb for picking any produce. You can look at the very tip of the stalk here, and you would just want to make sure that it's nice and clean and white. That looks really good. You want to make sure that these hairs are, you know, kind of, it's going to be dried out at the top, but the hairs here are going to be a little bit moist and nice and bright green, just like that. Again, it should be looking fairly clean, and it should smell really, really good.
Really fresh.
Really fresh, absolutely. So I'm going to show you quick how I like to prepare my sweet corn. So when sweet corn is really fresh, you almost barely have to cook it. You can almost eat it raw. It is so fresh and so juicy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull back these outer layers, and I like to grill or roast my sweet corn. We're going to leave the outer leaves on just like this, and I'm going to kind of separate the hairs up at the top and then just kind of pull them out like this. So that's garbage. You're going to keep, again, the other pieces on, and if a few hairs remain, that's okay. And some, you know, some ears have more hair than others, just like people.
That's what floss is for.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a more technical term than corn hair, but that's what I call it.
Works for me.
So then you're going to do this, and then I'm just going to put those layers back up. And what this is going to do...
So you don't put anything on, no butter, oil, nothing?
No, you really don't have to. You can if you want to, but what this is going to do is it's actually going to steam the corn right in here. So then I just close it up like this. If you have any kind of loose pieces, you can just trim them off with some kitchen shears. And then this is what you get. So the outside, the leaves are going to be a little bit browned. On the grill, if you're doing it over fire, it might be a little bit charred, but it's totally fine because you're not going to eat that part.
It's not going to catch on fire?
It's not going to catch on fire. So I like to do this over low or indirect heat, or like 450 in the oven for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So then we're just going to take this off just like this, okay? And then clear away my corn hairs. So then again, there's tools that you can use to get the corn off, but I just like to use kind of a smaller chef knife.
All right, well, we're gonna get this all processed up. We've got the recipe on CILiving.tv, and we'll have the big reveal here of our corn hummus, basically, with a little Southwest kick, on coming up on CILiving.tv.